It's Christmas time. Oh, hello, everybody. It's me, Chris Smith. And guess who's with me as always, but not always? None other than, Blackie Humphrey, Hector Angel, Shadow Rascal, Godfrey Gladstone III. Hello, Blackie. Hello, Poppy. Oh, it's so good to see you. You know, Blackie and I are home on this Juneteenth together, and I said, let's do a this and that. And then my this and that turned into, well, it's sort of a part one of two, so this will be the second part of this and that for June. The other one was a little more of, not me on a soapbox, but I was talking a bit about Harry Potter and why I won't see it, J.K. Rowling's anti-trans comments and whatnot, and what's been going on in California with the peaceful protest, the few people who are not part of the peaceful protest who break windows and set things on fire, and of course the National Guard and Marines being sent needlessly to Los Angeles. But that's what the first one was about. But now we're going to talk about some other things, because I had a whole list of things. Did you hear, Blackie Humphrey, that after the Tony Awards, when they didn't get any Tony Awards, Smash posted its closing notice? So everybody, you have until Sunday, June 22nd. You've got this weekend to see it, basically. See Smash if you're in the New York area and want to see a really funny show with glorious music from Mark Shaman and Scott Whitman. Music and lyrics, of course. But yes, Smash. And it's a New York Times pick, but tragically that did not translate to ticket sales. But so many things are closing on Broadway. Floyd Collins. I think this was always a limited run. Floyd Collins, starring Jeremy Jordan, will be closing also on June 22nd. And The Last 5 Years with Adrian Warren and Nick Jonas will also be closing. Oops. I dented it. Now I have to go back and get a new one in New York. They'll also be closing. So that's 3 shows right there on this Sunday that are closing. Floyd Collins, The Last 5 Years, and Smash. Then on the 28th of June, Glenn Ross is closing. That's the 28th. That's a Saturday. Then on the 29th, The Picture of Dorian Gray is closing. And also on the 29th is Real Women Have Curves, which, as I've said, if I had heard some of the music before I went to New York, I would have definitely had to see Real Women Have Curves. Go to Spotify or where you get your music and listen to the cast recording of Real Women Have Curves. The music is beautiful, and there's so many hit songs in it. It's music by Grammy Award-winning composer Joy Huerta, and it's directed and choreographed by Tony Award winner Sergio Trujillo. Or Trujillo. I never know how to pronounce things, and it really upsets me. If I had a producer here, I would have them already have prepared the pronunciations, and it would be on the cue cards. Will that be on the cue card? Will it say loudly? That's from Tootsie. But yes, so Real Women Have Curves. You have until the 29th of June to see that. And like I said, I'm very sad. I would have loved to have seen it. And I can't wait to see if they tour. I know they'll do something. Then, of course, also on the 29th, Stephen Sondheim's Old Friends with Bernadette Peters and Lea Salonga will be closing. So right there, that's 3 more on the 29th. And then on July 20th, Sunset Boulevard, the musical, is closing. Now, Tom Francis is leaving that production 2 weeks earlier. But Nicole Scherzinger will still be there. And of course, someone else will be playing the role of Joe Gillis. I forget his name, but I'm sure he's very good. And then on the 27th of July, Pirates, the Penzance musical, is closing. So that right there, and that's just musicals that I'm listing here. Well, Glengarry Glen Ross is a play, of course, and The Picture of Dorian Gray. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by the end of July that will have closed since when I was there. And it's always sad in the summer when things are closing, but new productions are around the corner, so that's always exciting. But if you're in the area or can get to New York, do see some of those shows. And like I said, I really liked Smash. I really love the music of Real Women Have Curves. I saw Stephen Sondheim's old friends here. I mean, if you love Stephen Sondheim music and want to see that's a fine evening. It's not my favorite, but it's thrilling to see these stars perform, and I think you'll have a good time. Oh, and here's the Sunset Boulevard flyer. You know, don't tell anyone, but I did end up seeing Sunset Boulevard, and I won't say how. I mean, I didn't do anything illegal. It was just there. It popped up, and I don't believe in, people filming shows and putting them up online, but when they do, if you can't get there and you want to see the show, it's tempting. Don't worry, I'm going to send them some money for a poster and a magnet. So there'll still be some money trickling into the Sunset Boulevard coffers. But I won't review it, of course, because I didn't buy a ticket and I didn't see it in person. It's very interesting. It's very different. I do like the stuff on the big screen. I liked how they made it look very black and white. If you hadn't seen Sunset Boulevard, the movie, or the other musical incarnations from Andrew Lloyd Webber, I don't know how you would know what's going on in this, because these people do not look like they are from 1949, 1950, when this is set. They're just not dressed like that. There are no sets. There are no props. They don't even have a dead monkey in a coffin. They don't even have, I don't remember seeing the cigarette case, but I think they cut that line where Betty Schaefer says, "Mad about the boy?" And then she's like, "Oh, sorry, I don't usually read private cigarette cases." I don't think that line is in there, because there are no props. What would she be like? Holding it, but nothing's there. And I'm still not sure how Norma, got all that blood on her at the end. Did she stab him? She had a gun. She mentioned the gun, and then you see it in Nicole's dressing room. The whole thing made my head spin, but it was fascinating to watch. And now it's gone. Whoever put it up, they took it right down. As happens when you illegally upload things to the interwebs. Give me the one with Betty Buckley. I saw Betty Buckley, I saw Petula Clark, I saw Glenn Close at a theater that doesn't even exist anymore in Los Angeles. The Schubert Theater over in Century City was such a big, giant theater. I saw Ragtime there. I saw many things, and it's just gone. So sad. What else is happening? I had so many things I wanted to say. Oh, so I'm wearing this shirt. I wore this on that movie that I told you in a little short that I had done a movie. I had it wasn't a small role, but it wasn't a big role. I had 4 scenes, but they were pivotal scenes. And I bought this shirt for the occasion because I won't say the name of the movie because I don't know if I'm allowed to give away anything, but I do play a private detective and I do get murdered. But I bought this shirt because look, it has red in it, and I thought it would be nice and foreshadowing if I'm wearing this shirt with all this red sprinkled throughout, because I'm going to be murdered. And I had so much fun doing it. Let me show you. I think I can show you a few pictures because these are not stills from the movies. These are me in the makeup room. Okay, this is a graphic picture. It's not nudity or anything, but it's violence and bloody, so turn away if you don't want to see it. But look if you do. Here I am after having had my throat slit. I mean, this is just me goofing off. But isn't that a makeup job amazing? And then after I'm discovered dead, I'm all bruised, and because I've lost so much blood, you see, and my lips are turning blue and I'm already getting dark circles. And I don't think that's very long after I was murdered that I looked like that. Oh, well, not me, but the detective. But I had to mention this because I was watching one of my other videos from when I went back home to clean out my bedroom before the new family moved into my mother's house, to my childhood home. And I still haven't even finished uploading or they're uploaded, but I haven't posted those videos. But I still will, but it just seems strange. But it was our house when I made the videos, so I think they wouldn't mind. And I'm sure they've changed everything. But so I was watching one of the videos where I was saying goodbye to my bedroom, and I was talking about, I think, Friday the 13th or one of those slasher movies from the 80s, and how I always wanted to be in a movie and have my throat slashed. And wouldn't you know it, there I got to be in a movie and have my throat slashed. Now, it wasn't slashed by like a killer who grabbed me by the hair and put the knife over my neck, which I would love to have happen in a movie, not in real life. But I did get the whole fun effect of it. And so when I saw that video the other day of me saying that I'd always wanted to be murdered in a movie, I'm like, yay, my dreams come true. Now in this video, let me say, I've always wanted to win $10 million tax-free. Maybe that'll come true. What else? I have my notes here of things I wanted to talk about. And you'll have things you want to talk about. I will too. Oh, did you see? This is exciting news. Jinx Monsoon is going into Oh Mary this summer. So Jinx Monsoon will be in Oh Mary in New York on Broadway from August 4th to September 27th. Now, of course, this is after Cola Scola has left the show, and then Titus Burgess is going in June, and then we'll be there until Jinx comes in August 4th. But isn't that exciting? So that will have been 4 different Marys that you will have gotten to choose from. And Jinx Monsoon is, of course, from RuPaul's Drag Race, and has made quite a Broadway career for herself. Pirates, the Penzance musical, Little Shop of Horrors, that's off Broadway, but Chicago. So that's pretty exciting. And my friend Jameson has already bought a ticket to see Jinx. So that should be very cool. And also, you know, I told you last time in my other video that I'm going to see a parade. I'm seeing that in July. So the next exciting shows that I'm going to be reviewing are Parade, the musical, A Beautiful Noise, the Neil Diamond musical, and Some Like It Hot at the Pantages Theater in beautiful Los Angeles. That one I'm seeing in early August. So you're going to see those reviews from me, Parade, A Beautiful Noise, the Neil Diamond musical, and Some Like It Hot. And then you will also see And Juliet and Shucked. I'll be seeing and reviewing those in the coming weeks and months. So those are some things we have to look forward to. Oh, and another thrilling thing, those who've watched my videos recently with my reviews from my New York shows that I went to see, and I love Boop. I've become more and more obsessed with Boop, which is playing on Broadway at the Broadhurst Theater. And I think you all may remember me talking about how that little dog, Pudgy, they had a little plush dog of Betty Boop's dog. But it was sold out. It was sold out at the theater. It's been sold out online on months. And finally, I ordered it. It finally, just yesterday, popped back into stock. So I ordered it, and I won't tell you what I spent for Pudgy, but he should be here soon, and I will have him in another video to show you. And I'm very excited. I feel very complete. Though I have my own Pudgy, Blackie Humphrey. So do go see Boop. Caitlin Burry at work loves when I say Boop. I've got to have my coworkers on, Liliana, Madeline, Emily, and Caitlin. Oh, my nose is itching. Does that mean somebody loves me? It must be Blackie Humphrey. Yes, I've got to have them on my show because I just love them so much, and I want us to work together forever. I shouldn't say that because I've just jinxed us and someone's going to leave. But if something must come true from the video, it's not that anyone leaves my department, but more that I get that $10 million tax-free, and then I wouldn't be working there, so I wouldn't have a department, and they could all leave if they wanted. We'll start a new company. Well, that's all the time I have for today on this and that part 2 edition. Oh, you know what? I left the air conditioner on through this whole video. I hope it's okay. So if you hear a roar in the background, that's what it is. And hopefully soon I'll have changed these posters behind me because they've been up forever. And I'm going to do a wall of my top 15 musicals of my favorites. Okay, but that's whenever I get the energy. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Oh, P.S. before we say goodbye, the Hollywood Fringe Festival is going on right now. And I have some plays to read because I'm part of Grace Jasmine's Loud Karma Productions, and which awards female writers and writers who are non-binary, trans, LGBT, but it's a women's writing contest. But I'm only mentioning that because I'm going to the Fringe Festival this weekend to see some shows. Not any of the shows that I'm judging because we judge them on the script alone. But if you're out at Fringe and see me, maybe even wearing this shirt, do say hello. And I hope to see a few good shows this year at Fringe. I've gotten so far behind on my fringing because, you know, I've been doing other things and I've been very busy. But so, if you're in the LA area, besides going to those shows that I recommended in the previous video, Parade and The Wedding Singer, you could also check local listings and see what's going on at Hollywood Fringe and see some fun musicals, plays, one-man and women shows, whatever, at Hollywood Fringe in the Hollywood area. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, this time for real.